Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and today we are back again, guys, with Demon Slayer. Episode 2 from Season 3, the Swordsmith's Village arc.
Yes. So last episode, Tanjiro woke up from a 2-month coma. He found out that Zenitsu and Inosuke had woken up before him, and they're both going away on missions again, so that's good. And as Tanjiro is healing, he decided to go to the swordsmith village because no one has seen his swordsmith in a while, and he needs a sword. So we're going there and we're waiting for, news of where he is and what's been going on with him. And while we wait, we are on a quest to find a secret weapon that is supposedly at the village. Quest that was given to us by the love Hashira.
Mitsuri!
Yes, she's around and she seems to love Tanjiro and Nezuko very much, so hopefully she sticks around and we learn more about her. She is in the opening, so I know it's happening. And while we were searching for the weapon, we also found the Mist Hashira.
Yep.
Who, something's going on there. He seems to want something. And there's this kid who's saying like whatever he wants has been in his family for a while, so he doesn't want to give it to him. And there's a guy next to him who looks awfully like the one from our visions, the one who uses sun breathing, and surprise, surprise, also the upper one demon.
Well.
Guy, the demon has the mark and everything, so like looks like Muzan transformed his nemesis from back then into a demon. That would make him very, very strong.
I mean, keep your friend close, but your enemy closer.
Yeah.
Well, Mizan doesn't have friends, so still.
But like, if it's the demon, to me that doesn't explain why he's in the sun right now. Like, how can he be in the sun? Is he that strong? That old? How is that possible?
Maybe it is sun breathing. I don't know. Maybe that's why Muzan is so afraid of the sun breather. Who knows?
I don't know.
We'll see.
As a demon though, Muzan should be the strongest, so
yeah.
We'll see what's going on there. But yeah, let's see if we can talk to him and learn more about this mysterious man. So let's jump in this episode and see what happens next. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
In the meantime, let's go. Oh, that's a bucket.
Ugh. Yeah. You got a good art. Hey, comrade. He's like a training dummy? He's strong. Okay. Dude, your attitude. You saw? Were you not paying attention?
I don't think he was. Or maybe he has memory amnesia or memory problems.
If he doesn't care, it doesn't matter. I'm not that weak. Dude. He's too literal. Dude,
but without your weapons, you cannot save life either.
I mean, he's got a point, but there are better ways to say that. High five. Someone that Tanjiro can stand. Exactly. He's stating the facts, but with no filter. No empathy. Yeah, without them, you wouldn't have a weapon. Oh, yes! You're valued. We're like this. Boring speech. Okay, we need to shake him out of this coldness.
What happened for him to be like that? I'm gonna make friends.
He can't see me helping him.
I smell it.
I feel like his personality matches the mist. He's there, but he's not lashing out. Like he's not. His emotions are not too intense. Like he's just there. Well, it fits. Tengen was loud, just like his breathing style.
ここに立っていた人、
あれはからくり人形です。
Based on?
さっきの
Yeah.
人に連れて行かれました。あの人形を動かすために必要だったんです。
どうしてそれを柱が？
To train
あ
him.
れは特別なんです。人間を凌駕する力を持っていて、108つの動きができます。
If it's based on number 1, yeah. I can't say I'm not gonna enjoy this, but I don't know, man. You need to say sorry.
俺の先祖が作った戦闘用からくり人形。
6本あるのはなんで？
あの人形の原型となった
He
の
was
は
that fast.
He fight like he has 6 arms. Maybe that's why he got 6 eyes.
その剣士の動きを再
You
現
couldn't
できなかった
replicate his
からだ
moves
そうです。
Unless you gave him 6 arms.
He was that good.
どこで何してた人？
俺もあまり
You
詳
have a
しくは
father somewhere we
戦
can
国の
ask.
世の話なので、
そんな300年以上昔なんだ。そんな長い間壊れてないの？
今の俺たちでも追いつかないんです。
I mean, if as a demon, he would have forgotten all about his life, maybe, so.
もう直せない。親父が急に死んじゃって、俺がちゃんとやらなきゃいけないのに、からくりにも才能ないから。
そうかそうか。俺とそんなに年も違わないのに才能があって。
当然よ。あの子は火の呼吸の使い手の子孫だからね。これなのよ。あんた次元が違うのよ。
Really?
Do you have to be in the same family to use sun breathing? Because Tanjiro could be a wielder without necessarily being in the same family,
火の呼吸
I don't know.
or we're distant members of the same family.
思い出した。あの人を夢で見た。
Yes, and in visions. No, it wasn't you, it was Daki, it's true, sorry.
戦国時代の武士と知り合いのわけ？
なんかごめん。俺おかしいよね。
No.
記憶の遺伝じゃないですか。生き物は記憶も遺伝する。
How would he pass his memory to his son when he was a baby already when that happened? Or it wasn't Tanjiro's father, but then. Yeah.
No, it broke it.
鎧が。こてつくん。
Good for him, but like.
俺にできることがあれば手伝うよ。人形のことは諦めちゃダメだ。10年後20年後の自分のためにもいつかできるようになるから。
自分で自分がダメなやつだってわかるもん。俺のせいで全部終わりだよ。
投げやりになってはいけない。
He's a big brother.
私ですわ。
音もなく来てた。これが剣士。
自分にできなくても次につなぐための努力をしなきゃならない。君の子供や孫ならできるかもしれないだろ
True.
う。
There's always hope.
鬼物事務さん鬼になった妹を助けたいと思っているけれど、志半ばで死ぬかもしれない。誰かがやり遂げてくれると信じてる。
I hope you do, man.
俺たちが繋いでもらった命で上限の鬼を倒したように、俺たちが繋いだ命が鬼物児を倒してくれるはずだから。
It's the mentality that started the demon slayers.
一緒に頑張ろう。
人形が壊れるの見たくなかったけど、戦闘訓練は夜までかかるはずだから心の準備して見届ける。
へえ、こてつくん10歳か。俺の弟は
He destroyed it.
Fudge.
いい修行になったよ。誰だっけ？あ、
Man.
そうか。俺の刀折れちゃったからこの刀もらっていくね。
Fuck.
こてつくん、
Okay.
処分しといて。
Man, Tengen gave me a bad first impression, but you're worse.
わざとやってるわけじゃないんだろうな。でもな。
She's just as bad as he is.
I don't want to make assumptions about him though, because we don't know. We never know his backstory, so.
True.
確認しよう。まだ動くかどうか。動いたね、こてつくん。よかった。
これで修行してあの澄ました顔のクソガキよりも絶対に強くなっ
Yes,
てください。
all the swordsmith have this fury inside of them, it looks like.
今からかな。
You just came out from a 2-month coma.
But we're gonna get back in shape through that. We're gonna get stronger.
腕は5本ですよ。あのクソガキに1本壊されたので。
But it still got 5 arms.
強くなってください。そしてやつにこう言うんです。ゴミカスがキレ昆布頭
Seaweed head.
ブサイクの短足切腹しろ恥知らず。
You have the potential to become a great swordsmith.
そこまでは言えない。 君はすごかった
And he went against 6 arms. You're going against 5, so
俺ももっと
not
強
saying
く
you
ならない
will
と
reach his level through this, but it's a good starting point.
この程度で死んでるようじゃカスですよ
He's still wounded.
背で動いてるんですよ炭治郎さんあなた相手の動きを見てから判断して動いてるんじゃないんだ要は基礎がなってない本当に今までよく生きてこられましたね鬼殺隊で
Dude,
俺の言ったことができるようになるまで
Okay. Ganbare, Tanjiro.
全然ダメ
You weak piece of shit.
今日で5日目ですよ明日からは
Without
人形に
food?
刀持たせますからね
No, 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 no.
死ぬる
今日も飯抜きです
Do you regret helping him now?
But well,
水も食料も与えないという暴挙純粋なる暴挙
I guess it's life or death. You
雨
gotta
が降
do
ったた
this.
め命はつながったが
oh.
三途の川を
Dude.
渡りかける空腹でめまいを起こし川に
He can't get into the afterlife because he's too weak.
もぎもぎと揉まれているようだった何かが光
Is
って
that
い
a
たの
secret?
でもぎもぎされつつ
maybe.
不思議なことに水の中で
They do make sword out of stones, right? Special stones, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's our next sword.
It would be material maybe.
違う
Yeah.
匂い左側頭部首右胸
He unlocked some stuff. Okay.
一撃入りましたね炭治郎さん食べ物あげましょ
Thank you.
おにぎりと梅干し
We are learning, guys.
Yeah.
前よりもずっとよく
Predicting moves.
体力も戻ってついていけて相手が狙ってくる場所が分かるようになった
Predicting moves is good.
この匂いは月の糸よりも早い段階で来る
It's almost like instinct.
入る渾身の一撃でも壊れたら
痛い壊れてもいい
Thank you.
絶対俺が直すから
Thank you.
人が良すぎるそこでためらったらそんな炭治郎さんだからこそ死なないでほしい
Give us the motivation and we'll give you motivation.
Oh, thank you, buddy, for being such a fan.
大丈夫ですかごめん借りた刀
You got it.
Yay!
Ooh, okay. We thought it might have been material, but
But this sword might have been with the stone before.
so it was a weapon.
He did find Excalibur, guys.
His actual sword.
前の刀ですよね
Shit. Do not broke that one.
If we meet the guy, maybe he's gonna have flashbacks. That sword looks very familiar.
That sword is mine.
Okay, so we found a sword. Sorry. We found a 300-year-old sword. I assumed it wasn't gonna be a weapon, but yeah, there you go. I think it would have been. It could have been the thing she talked about.
I was right. We found Excalibur. Nice.
Although, like, is there? It looks like a typical sword, maybe not a demon slayer sword.
Well, it depends. If it was his original sword from 300 years ago, and made from a special materials, that sword could be really
I
special.
mean, we took what he saw when he was desperate, literally, but it could have been metaphorically, a metaphor to, just him finding this thing inside of him that allows him to have, like, it's the instinct of, using your nose to predict movements. And it's a good thing because, like, last season we saw how he managed to use 2 breathing techniques, so both water and sun. So his the breathing side of the whole thing, he's got it. He needs to get used to it, he needs to get stronger through that, that's good. But last season, what amazed us, especially with the animation, was the whole physical fight part of it. It wasn't so much the breathing style, it was the sword fight. It was literally the action between Tengen and Gyotaro. So Tanjiro doesn't have the speed, the instinct, or even the stamina maybe to keep up with someone who's really
like
fast.
to say, he's moving based on habits. Like he learned movement and he's just doing the same movement over and over again.
Yeah, but he's not a
He's
swordsman.
not adapting his techniques to his opponents.
There's that, yeah. So I think,
it's technically he is predictable when he's fighting.
and I think you doing what he just did, basically unlocking this ability of his to use what he has to predict will help him adapt, will help him keep up, and if he knows how to do that, his training sessions will be longer, harder. He will get stronger, he will get faster, and he'll be able to, you know, do better fighting in the future. Because we need to do that. We need to improve, because last season we were barely capable of winning.
Even if Kotetsu's way of training
It's
is
fucked up.
pretty much dictator at this point, it is a good thing that Tanjiro trained way past his limits, like without sleep, without water, without food. Because
That's when you unlock stuff inside of you.
yeah, but if you're fighting, the more fight takes longer to end, the more tired you're gonna become.
If you get used to that feeling, you get to do that when you're actually fighting a Kizuki or something. But even more than
I
that,
do
it's
not
just...
recommend this though.
No, but
But-
for him, it was also like he was on the brink of death. So his survival instinct took over, and he found this. So it wasn't so much like we thought it could have been the treasure, like it could have been something he had to find. But no, he found it. It's his instinct. It's his disability, and now we
Really?
have the sword. But so okay, so the guy. What I'm gonna go with right now is the guy was a swordman from 300 years ago, who showed up here. He was really strong. They made this puppet,
This doll, yeah.
you know, to his image, and they gave him 6 swords so he could, you know, keep up with his moves as much as possible. So he made an impression on them. I think he was really strong. He could have went against Muzan. He could have been a sun breather, because I mean he has the tattoo. He's got the mark. He's got the looks. It's him. It's literally him, or a clone, or a fucking twin, or something. But I think it's him. Somehow it looks like Muzan might have won.
Mm-hmm.
Transformed him into a demon, and now he works for him. He could have forgotten who he was.
Well,
As usual with demons, that's what happens. Then we did forget about their human life, and now he's just this puppet. If we get to if you fight him and you get him to remember, maybe that changes things. But as of right now, he's the enemy. But that whole dream of him talking to Tanjiro / his father, if it's a memory from an ancestor, is it from his dad? Is it from the sun breather, if he's an ancestor? Because we always assumed it. Maybe that's not true. He looks so much like Tanjiro, though, I would assume. His dad also grew up to be just like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we actually confuse them, the two of them.
True.
So I assumed he's an ancestor. Then again, if he became a demon and he can still go in the sun, he could have looked out for his family.
We said that he could go into the sun, but that was a doll. Maybe he cannot go into the sun.
In the dream with Tanjiro's father / Tanjiro, he was in the sun.
But who's to say that he wasn't human at that moment?
Because how could he be alive 300 years after he existed?
Are you sure that it was Tanjiro's father? And not just his ancestor?
That's the
who's
thing,
alive?
like Tanjiro, if it's a memory from the sun breather, the older of this whole group, he could have, and we said it could have been a metaphor of Tanjiro being there and talking to him. He could have seen himself in this man, because it was definitely his mom on the ground, and it was Tanjiro the baby, so he could have imagined him as the family. So maybe it's not necessarily his dad, his mom, and himself. Maybe it's ancestors from back in the day also that he got to talk to. There's this whole thing about him not being able to have a baby. Like he says he can't have an heir if he is a demon at that point. Perhaps that's why he can't have an heir, because he can't have a baby, he can't have a kid. But that means that, but if it was Tanjiro's dad, that means in my mind that even after he became a demon, he still looked out for his family.
Well, I thought he said in the dream
that he couldn't have an heir.
Yeah.
And then
so
Tanjiro's dad.
do you think that he chose our family to be his heir?
He looks too much like them. So I don't. But then again, that's the whole thing. It's just a dream. They said it could have been a memory.
Dreams can mean a lot of things, and like you said, that could be just a memory also.
No, there's no just. If it's a memory, that means that happened. It was Tanjiro's father, his mom, baby Tanjiro, and the guy was around and he went to talk to them. And they didn't know, I don't think they knew he was who he was. Like, if he had been around for 300 years, that means he was already a demon. So he can change his appearance, he can be in the sun, and he went and looked out for his descendants. Or maybe not his descendants, but that all comes down to, like, do you have to be part of this family to be a sun breather?
They said that the mist Hashira was a descendant of the first sun
But
breather.
if it was 300 years ago, there could have been many branches of descendants.
So, well, I don't know if we are descendant from the first sun breather. If we are a really, really distant cousin from the mist Hashira.
That doesn't fucking make us, I mean, he already said he doesn't like him, which is crazy coming from Tanjiro. Still, the guy doesn't work for our affection at all. Doesn't give a shit. He's the mist Hashira, and I think it fits because just like the mist, it's like he's not wind, he's not rain. He's neither of the extremes. He's in between. He's basically just there. He states facts. He doesn't show emotion. He's just disconnected completely.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's mean because he wants to be mean. He's just stating facts.
He tends to forget a lot of stuff too, right?
But it's like he's in a constant state of just, I'm there but I'm not there.
Yeah.
Just like Mist. So it fits with his breathing style, but that doesn't make me like him at all. But that's not because he's mean, like I said. I think it's just because he's stating facts without a filter. He's got no tact at all. And so, yeah, the truth hurts. And that's who he is. But he's also not empathetic at all. If he doesn't have a filter, that's because he doesn't think of others. So and he seemed a lot happier in the flashback in the opening.
Yeah, so what the fudge happened?
Something definitely happened there. He's preparing himself, I think he's preparing himself for his task, which is to fight Akizuki, knowing that this dummy existed and it was that strong. Like, he needs to challenge himself. Like, if I'm capable of beating that dummy, I can move on to another opponent. Like, he's basically preparing himself for fighting Akizuki.
I want to know, does this mean that we were better than the Hashira because we technically decapitated his head? He just broke an arm.
Yeah, but he was also effortlessly just fighting the dummy. I don't think he meant to destroy it. He just wanted to beat it. And there was one less arm when Tanjiro fought him. So but even if he manages at this point, the guy, the mist Hashira still went against the training dummy with 6 arms.
I know.
We only went against him with 5, so we're strong, but we're not that strong. I think that's what it means.
Okay.
But I mean, we gotta get strong. We need to improve every time. But yeah, there's a lot of questions, and I'm pretty sure, like, if we're meant to know, if it was something that's in the manga, or if it's obvious at this point and we're just dumb, pretty sure you guys will tell us. But all we can do is assume when we watch a show like this. Like, we see stuff, we assume characters look like each other, so we're like, oh, he's in the same family.
Usually that's the law. If they look alike, they are from the same family, usually.
But
right?
Tanjiro doesn't know what he dreamt either, so he's gonna look into this. So as he figures it out, we will figure it out too. This is we're trying so much to figure it out right now that well, we will see.
Do you think that that's what's gonna be our sword?
I don't know.
Like the master sword?
I don't know.
What's the link?
Master Sword.
Master sword.
Master Sword, literally.
Master sword. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we will figure out what that sword is about and maybe look more into the past of this mystery swordman that looks so much like us, but also seemed to be, hanging out in the sun despite being a demon now. Although it could be a different time, like he wasn't a demon yet, but the timeline doesn't fit. So I want to know more. And if he was a demon when that happened, that means that he can go in the sun and he can change his appearance. Although Muzan can do that too. So
yeah, but that's Muzan.
Yes, but the upper one would be as old as Muzan almost.
But do you think that he does have 6 eyes? Because like they said, he needs to have like 6 arms for his movement or something.
The number being the same is weird coincidence.
Yeah.
But it's a cool style. We'll see. Next episode, we'll learn more about that.
Alright.
So thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next 2 episodes right away, they are on Patreon already. You can check them out. The link is in the description below.
Yeah, and if you don't want to have the next one, we'll be on YouTube pretty soon. So
Yes.
we're gonna see you then.
Bye.